Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. My original nature is that which cannot be objectified. It is the mind which makes differences. So what the mind brings is ephemeral. It was not there before. It has a birth, a span of life, an end. That is the description of what is the mind. I am that which includes appearances and disappearances. So whatever happens, whatever can be felt or known or seen, comes from that original nature, ends there. It's an expression, it's a creation of what's always there, which is what you are. And to confuse, to be an expression, means one will confuse with the pleasures and the pain when the pleasures goes. One will confuse himself for a beginning and an end, for a birth and a death. And that's why there is deep suffering, feeling of separation, of something we never know what it is. There is always a very deep unsatisfaction, non-contentment that makes one search to fulfill it. And in satsang, the indication is not to fulfill or to fulfill the search by an object, let it be an out object or an in object. The indication is that, after all, who is feeling that? The person I think I am. The person which is born. That is the root cause of the confusion. So, try to be clear about that it is, as soon as I say I, it is based on I am born, I'm such and such, and that I may question the life, but doesn't question himself. And if you question the life, very good. It's already a very good tool to doubt about what is swallowed as guaranteed or as true. Yet it's a long way, because to doubt of everything is like to endlessly doubt. There is no end. But to doubt about the subject who brings that search and who brings the desire to fulfill it is a shortcut. Is it true that everything rises because I wake up? the world as the color I give to it. So it's part of the self-inquiry to see that I is confused for the original nature, which cannot be defined, will never be described, because it is uncatchable by the limited mind. Voila, maybe you know that already, maybe not. It's always very healthy to be reminded of it. If you have any doubt, any question, if you did already a lot, but still there is a kind of lacking of something, please express it. It's the best way to remove the attachment one has got for it, or the best way to remove the so-called power of taboos or of dear convictions. Or if you want to ask me something, a theme which you like or which is a preoccupation, please ask. Yes.
Can I ask, who am I? There's still some confusion.
Some confusion in the answer?
No, in the direction.
Ah, okay.
Because I as a... It's like... It's not the thoughts, but I don't know, maybe it's the feeling of I.
Yeah.
And when I ask, who am I?
It has
still
no
not
meaning.
clear.
It has no meaning.
In a way, yeah, it's still not clear.
Okay.
Because I can analyze, I can do analysis, but it's not what I want to do.
So you have a feeling of I. That's why you can ask, who am I, after all?
Yeah.
You have a feeling of I. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So who is feeling that? So there is I feel, okay? I feel. Okay. Now, you understood why I has to be questioned or not?
Because it's too much identification or grasping.
Yeah, it's a bit abstract. It's because I, what do you mean when you say I feel? Who is this I? What do you mean by that?
My body.
Yeah, it's the body-mind, yeah? I, the one I think or I feel I am. That is I, actually, yeah? So, is there any I if for a split second you don't attach yourself to the feeling? Then keep right there for a second. And know that this is the direction. This is real self-inquiry. What? Because you see, who you are is not to be attained. You already are always what is there always, even though it cannot be experienced. So, I forgot. What did I say? There was a continuity of it, I forgot.
I forgot.
Doesn't matter.
I forgot also.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah?
I noticed I've been listening to music for a long time in my car.
Yeah, I've not seen you for a while.
Yeah, I was to France to buy another...
Yeah. Another guru, you mean? You found another guru?
No, not at all.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah, I noticed something interesting. I was listening to music and driving, and at the same time, who am I? Asking.
While listening?
Yes,
Yeah.
for a long time. And then I was not sure, is this a mind fuck or not? At some point, the music was so fantastic, so it works.
What work?
To ask, who am I?
If you have the intention to listen better the music, it may give you that toffee.
No, I didn't have this intention. It just became so beautiful.
Yeah, everything becomes beautiful when you are not there.
Why is everybody laughing?
I think it's because they understand the language as you do. We can laugh only when there is nobody there.
Yeah, this also, I noticed some time ago that during this meeting on Tuesday morning that I saw that we are all together for no reason at all.
That we were what?
That we are together for no reason at all.
Yeah, at all. Well,
Yeah. If you think about it, you miss it, but
I'm very happy you came back.
I've been far away, so I need a few more pushes now because I have to start from zero again.
No. You are prior to zero. Don't start from zero.
So I'm not told me 0, I'm less than 0.
Less.
Word.
Yeah.
I see for some time that there is a postponement, there is a delay.
There is a postponement, and you bear it, or? Hmm? If you bear it, it will continue. That's what we are all doing, otherwise why should we take so long to understand what I see? It's just the postponement of the mind. So what do you think you have to do before? Huh?
Not to listen to
No, but what do you think? What makes you delay? What do you think you have to leave before? That is really like the invitation of the king. You see, you think, oh, may I taste a bit of this and of that, which is presented in his park. When if you directly go to the king, you have everything. Everything. So, but somehow one doesn't trust it fully. Yeah. Because we make probably images, or then what about my life? I'm still young. I want still to fulfill this and that, which is a natural way to live. But if you want to free yourself, know that all these are delays. Delays, yeah. But anyway, that you want it or not, you are already your original nature. Maybe that's enough to know. And know that all the rest is the creation. Even when you feel lost, you never lose yourself. Yeah.
the delay of the mind has to do for me with looking at the black hole before I can be free. So,
You have a black hole somewhere?
well, empty. Let's
Emptiness?
say black, empty.
You want to look at emptiness? Or you want to experience emptiness? No, yeah, I try to understand you.
Yeah, I understand.
Hmm?
I want to be free,
Yeah,
but the mind, the
Yeah.
delay of the mind
yeah.
in me is yes, but you have to give up all your control. And
That's true.
I don't like that at all.
Then be a controller,
Yeah, I am.
but you suffer because you search.
I know. But
So you are not beaten enough yet.
maybe
You know, the delay, it goes when it becomes unbearable. It's enough. We may say enough, but it has levels of enough, you know. But when it's a question of, well, I give myself X time before I have to solve it, because it's really enough. I'm fed up. I'm fed up to live this way. I'm fed up to believe this way. I'm fed up to delay. You know? And that fed upness can come when you come again and again to satsang. It can hurry up and burn. And you are coming to satsang, be careful.
I even come to India, so
You have to...
I go with you to India.
Ah, oh, well, but wherever. Wherever, you are here also.
Yeah.
India is far away. Why don't you allow it from maybe before India?
Yeah.
Ah, you see the agenda? Mm. Yes.
Also, who am I? I think it's coming and going. Sometimes I can see something, but the next moment it's gone.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe it's also an illusion.
The answer is the answer you get is an illusion, because if it goes, it must be some state or an experience, isn't it? Yeah. So don't stop there. Next time, whenever there is a presentation, you don't touch it. And then you speak to me. Because as I said, what's real, who you really are, is not objectified, cannot be objectified. And is included there the experiences of unknown, undescribability, because then you describe again. So it means it's when the mind doesn't show up its nose anymore. That's a big trap in spirituality. It's to have attained sometimes those states of unknown or silence or indescribability, of course. And of course they will be only sometimes, because they are states. They are states, you see. Who you are has no shape and all the shapes. You can't, if you fix it, if you limit it, because I rise and it can only limit, you are again swept away in the creation. Yeah?
After our last exchange, it's like
You have to speak a bit louder.
it's like that this, what you said, stay with who? It's like, it looks like a stick now. It comes up several times since then.
Okay?
I just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm happy about it. Mhm. So you keep your weapon. Yeah? Keep it.
find that doesn't need an agenda. And
Yes.
I came to the king, but I cannot see what is not clear.
What is not clear?
Yeah.
Is there anything not clear?
Why I cannot see it now?
Because you can never see it.
Or repeat.
Why you say you are not it? Because you want to experience it. Being doesn't mean experiencing.
No, I don't. I don't look for experience.
Okay, so what's missing?
Yeah, that's
you
the
ask
question. Yeah.
But that's what I say. Is there anything missing? What's your expectation?
I don't know.
What's your expectation? Maybe you listen to this thought as this doubt, and then you are in trouble. What if you don't listen to that question? Did you see that you asked me a thought? You express a thought,
Yes.
and you believe in it.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, a thought made one search. Oh, I feel not so happy, for example, so I will try to be happy. So, and that's called a path, the way of life, a search, and different objects of happiness are offered, and so on, out, in, etc. That is the life. But the first thought has been listened to. That's why it brought all this train of thoughts. So not a single thought has the value of reality. Now tell me, is there something else rising, coming up? Yes, please. I don't hear.
Said not a single thought has any reality.
Yeah, it looks really true.
And before you had said exposed and you still have
Yeah, sure.
of lack.
Yeah,
So I exposed that.
yeah,
Still have feeling of lack.
yeah. Can you come a bit nearer? I don't know. Voilà. Gentleman. Thank you. Yeah, so you want to expose a thought.
Yeah, the feeling of, I cannot say that I'm really fulfilled yet.
Yeah, because you listen to that feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, is it just to let it pass by and say it's a thought? Finished?
Yes, try. You will see. Try. Don't catch it and tell me what? So now you just have to be reminded again and again. It's as simple. It is as simple. Only the mind makes differences. More happy, less happy, more this, more that, less this, less that. Only the mind. And what is said in every indication, don't think, don't grasp your thinking, or surrender your mind. So all that means the same. Surrender your mind means don't give him any power. But the surrendering of the mind is more that finally he understood how arrogant he is to try in this field. It's very good for the world, the creation, but not here. He disappears here. He cannot even try. He disappears here. So if you are radical, you apply that to anything which arises. And that's all. You see, it's true that now I remember about myself, but I'm as everybody else, so it doesn't matter about that. When I was searching and I knew the direction of my search, it's because I was profoundly feeling dispersed. Dispersed? Something like that, okay. But if you hear at the time, don't listen to that thought, you don't even understand what it means maybe. Because a thought, but I feel it, because you never heard that the first move was, I am born, I am somebody, and that is the confusion. I am this body, mind, and all. That is the confusion. But now you heard enough to be able to take. It's a thought, don't take it. Understand? Yeah. It's so much so that I was searching exactly to know my real self, and for some amazing luck that I didn't take, but someone, the first day I arrived in India, somebody gave me Who Am I of Ramana Maharishi. I didn't know about that name. I read 2 lines, I don't understand anything. But I was searching that, but I was not understanding anything. So there is a minimum of self-inquiry. What is the base of the trouble? And then you start to see it makes sense. It's because you believe you are a body-mind. You believe all the experiences of the body, of the emotions, and of the conceptualizations, you believe in it as real. So that has to be put into question, in fact. You are going into what you know, Nick. You are going back to what you know.
Automatically, yeah.
Automatically. Yeah, sure. Sure. And you are vigilant or not?
Not particularly, no.
Oh, you don't want. You are happy like this. Okay. It's okay for me.
Yeah. The resistance comes either way, so what are you supposed to do?
You are supposed to know that the resistance comes from I am someone. I want to keep my meditation.
No, I don't think that's not what's going on.
Okay, tell me then.
Yeah, there's just an overwhelming identification. It's too strong. The identification is just very, very strong. There's no seeing.
Yeah, but okay, but there is somebody there with resistance. Yeah.
Yes, but to practice the inquiry brings things up. So there's an aversion. You understand? Like, whatever the practice is, things come up. And then there's not wanting to deal with it, so...
But you want to free yourself or not?
At this point, I'm too tired to keep trying,
okay. Okay, but in fact, to be yourself, you have not to try anything, okay.
Yeah, we can say this. It sounds good.
It sounds very good.
But...
and the resistance, after all, it's a passing cloud. In that way, if you don't make effort, as after all you have not to make effort, the somebody is tired of practice, is fed up after all, and he would like really to be freed from that thing. But he can't, because it's too late. You have to solve it. So you have to know that it is the seeker who is tired, fed up, and resistant. Because you did so much and nothing worked, so again to hear something is fed up, resistant. He's tired because he did too much for what? Nothing. Much. But it's the somebody you want to be freed of. Are you that somebody? In truth, are you that someone?
I don't know.
Okay, I tell you not. So you have to trust at least. You are not that someone. This was the really big mistake. Confusion. To confuse myself for a birth. Somebody who is born. All the world believes in it. I agree. I agree. But in the world, there is also another voice. The voice of the wise. And they say, you want peace, which brings happiness, then you have to know your real self, who you really are. And it is not, I am someone. So you don't listen to your mind. And the mind includes the feelings, the sense of the ideas. That's all. Here it is again and again. If you are fed up with practice, just hear this again and again. Maybe for a split second, your heart will be very happy to receive it. if I was you now, I would not, I will quit everything you did up to now. Really. But I would keep this. I trust the wise. I trust the wise. I don't know which image you have, which wise man you trust. Buddha? You trust Buddha? No.
Sure. Buddha,
Sure.
Ramana.
Ramana, you trust Ramana? Okay. You trust Ramana? What they say, tell me what they say. You are that. Okay. So remember that. Even if your mind say, what does it mean? You don't listen. I am that. Okay? That much you can do. Yeah? It's the only way to be saved now. Because we are tired with other things. It's very sober, only one thing. And all the rest, I'm not. All what you can know, touch, feel, resent, I'm not. Hmm?
See, now there's a doubt, like, is this just the blank state that sometimes, like that, I am that.
Yeah.
There's been many experiences, and I don't know if there have been glimpses or not. Many
But
things
that's why you don't know. Nobody was there to tell you this is it. That's why it's very important you express. Yes, it was it, but you made it a glimpse because you didn't hear, not to listen to the mind which was rising after. Don't listen to any thought which will rise hereafter. Or no, they are thoughts. I am not that. You need to hear this. You see, good, you bring it. Even to say blank is very poor. It's the mind which translates this and makes it blank, the glimpse of blankness. After all, it's not even blank. If the mind is not there to comment. You see better what I mean? No?
Not particularly.
Huh?
No.
No.
No. No.
You're blank. Okay.
Not, yeah. On some level, but no, it's not penetrating. It's not.
Because you are very resistant. Why you are resistant? Tell me. It will help you in which way?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is the origin of this resistance. Like it's...
Well, it's the sense you want to still exist. I mean,
something is...
Yeah. There is a deep fear, maybe. Something there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not sensed, but
okay.
That's a logical explanation. Like,
yeah, something there.
But
something is there. Something is there. Okay,
Something
we
is
agree. We agree. Are you that something?
See, now there's like a seeking for something else beyond that. So it's not.
No, I just ask you one thing. Are you that something? I didn't speak of beyond and this and that. There is no beyond and there is no this and that. Are you that something? Tell me. Dare to tell me.
I don't know. I can say no. No, I'm not that something.
Okay, better. Go that way. Go that direction. No, I am not. Maybe it's not your fact, but at least the direction is wise. Yes. How many years you practiced?
Not long enough, I don't know. Only 6-7 years.
It's not too much.
I get fed up very quickly. Yeah, I don't understand how you can spend, no disrespect, but decades, I mean, there's no fucking way.
Yeah. No, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're fuckingly true. It's getting wise. I'm getting very happy on you. Maybe not you, but I am. Yes, right. Nothing works. Because you are it. And if you try to be somebody enlightened, good luck! Good luck! Impossible. Even though some pretend it, but they are pretenders. So, if nothing works, I agree with you. Don't do anything. Means also, when a thought passes by, don't do anything with it. Any thought. Any sense.
Yeah, I'll speak to, the doubt is not here right now.
No.
It's possible to let go and just but the doubt is that the thoughts come and there's just a very strong habitual tendency. It's like, it's just, the clouds are too thick.
But you see them. You see them.
In the moment.
Yeah.
Even if they're seen, it's like still being carried away by it. Whatever patterns of thinking.
Okay, but that's why you see that tool is given here. Who is seeing that? Because if you really ask this question, you have to leave behind what you see. You have to leave it behind. Otherwise you can't put the question.
So what takes place though when the question is asked is either the mind, there's something blocks anything. It's like,
yeah, but that's the answer of your mind. Don't stop there. Then you can ask again, who is blocked?
Yes, and so to continue this, then there's an energy that starts to move, but it never releases. So, there's this idea that something needs to release, because it can be seen when doing the inquiry that this energy starts to move in the jaw, and then eventually something lets go, and there's this space for a time, and then it comes back. Stronger and stronger and stronger, and then there's eventually this fatigue that happens.
I totally agree with you. It's because you stop at everything which is presented. There is energy, you go there, and then you let it go, and then there is a space, you go there, and so on. Because there is a space, there will be something else coming, You see, you are playing now with the creation instead of freeing yourself for once to dress up creations, states, experiences. You stop you consider everything which is presented, while to ask this question is to give you a strength to go through without looking at it because it's not valuable. These are things happening to the body. These are things happening to the emotions, to the mind.
Yeah, but I'm not like where to go. You know, there's this
But where to go is
pull.
given by this question, who am I? You go there. Means you don't stop at any presentation of the body and or of the mind which may happen then. Did you ever hear that the answer will not be into an experience?
Yes.
Okay, because now you spoke of experiences. So you forgot. You have not to stop at any experience which presents itself all the time. We agree with that. And even if there is a moment it is not expressed, it is still an experience. So don't even stop there.
But then it's just saying the question over and over and over and over.
Who knows? Who knows? You didn't do what I say. You cannot have this logic.
Ganga.
Yeah.
It's like during the course of the day, there are many thoughts coming, like practical thoughts, no? Like, oh, I should get some bread, or
Sure.
I have to send this email.
Sure.
And I'm not troubled by them, no?
Very good.
They just...
Yeah, they are thoughts important or useful for your environment.
Yeah, but when you say like don't touch any thought, it's like...
Not to realize yourself.
But to buy bread, you have to touch a thought.
Huh?
To buy bread, you have to touch a thought somehow.
Yeah,
no?
sure, but
pick it up
the goal is the bread.
Yeah.
No, to realize yourself. I don't give a clue to how to live.
Yes.
It's to realize yourself. So,
Ganga.
yeah.
When I ask, who am I? It's like inside when I say, who am I? It's the thing. It's, I don't know if it's a resistance. It's like the feeling. It's like in ralentissement. No, I don't know how to say it in English.
To slow down?
Yeah, the question, when it's going, finishing the question, it's like inside going, slowing down. And I don't know if it's a resistance of my person, you know?
No, slowing down means it's disappearing. If you allow it. Before you ask, it's maybe a resistance. You don't allow it to disappear because you prefer the doubt.
No,
maybe it's resistance.
I leave it. I ask it because it happens much times. The question finish.
It's slowing down or it's finishing?
No, the question slow down but finish and just being. But I wanted to know if it's good or not because
doesn't smell good.
Yeah. That's why I ask.
You see, it's not an intellectual thing. You see, it has, you cannot, imagine you search to know yourself finally after thinking it's this way, it's there, it's somewhere, and suddenly, okay, you know all the games of the mind, you search, still you search, and for some reason, the tool works. Will you be able to speak? I'm just being. No. It's the goal of your lives, of all your evolution incarnations. That's why I say it cannot be. It doesn't. So where you go, I don't know. You go in your mind. This question is to leave your mind behind. You know?
Yes, but I don't think at all in this moment.
Yeah, but I must say what I feel.
Yeah.
What you express, it's too quiet. It's too as if it was not such a... Nobody would follow you if you express. You know, realization is just like I'm being and yeah. Oh.
No, but no, I don't think this. I am not.
Yeah, but then but I try to see how come putting this question you arrive at being. Already arriving at being is quite a revolution, yeah? Because up to now we were in becoming. You cannot speak like that. Or you make an image of it and you're just... I don't know.
No, I don't know how to express what I feel. I wanted to know if it's the good direction. Because I have the doubt if I'm doing it well. That's the thing.
Yeah, but then you don't do it completely because you have a doubt. You stop at the doubt. You don't allow the question to make its work. How can you, if you use that tool, and let's say you didn't stop at any presentation and you are just left where the question led you, huh? I don't think you will listen to a doubt rising at the time, because you know what the price of it. Or what I can say is that just don't follow your doubt. But I doubt that you went into being. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's see what comes next. Okay? Let's see what comes next.